Hello and welcome to a walkthrough of our web application. I'll be showcasing the key features and functionality of our program, as well as discussing our success criteria. First, on our success criteria, we have login system. Application has a secure login system with encryption so that only authenticated users can access the system. We click on user login and create an account. We can create an account called Brian with a password 1234 with password 12345. We can authenticate this. Passwords do not match. Email has to be a certain format such that there's an at, and mobile number has to be of a certain length, as we can see here. Let's make the passwords match. Gmail equal and a valid mobile number. They also have to agree to terms of service to pass on to the next screen. Account created successfully. If we go onto the database and we go into the users table, we should see an account called Brian with the information and a hash password. That is a successful login system. Now we'll move on to responsive design. The website will be fully responsive and provide an optimal viewing experience across all devices. I customized Bootstrap to achieve this. We go onto the website. We can see the responsive design. Next, first success criteria for users. Users can create and manage profiles. As we have seen, I created an account called Brian. We can log on to this account using our details. We can go to edit profile page. We can upload a picture for Brian. For example, here, profile updated successfully. We can change Brian's name to Brian with double N. We can change his email to fit that. We can do all these changes, save changes. If we go into the database now, these changes should be seen. So we can see Brian, double N. Everything still works, and the profile has been updated to fit the user ID. Moving on to the second criteria for users. Users can create and manage bookings. Here we have a house called Castellana City, Madrid, $51 per day. We can click book. We can insert the start and end dates. Start date has to be before the end date. Number of guests has to be filled in. We can click in 2, for example. Here we have the reviews, all the information about the house, calculate total price. Here we have proceed to payment. This also shows success criteria number 4 for users. Users can pay using the third-party payment gateway Stripe. Here we can place a credit card information. As we can see, it processes the payment. Your payment was successful. If we go into the bookings onto the database, we can see that this booking by Brian Gmail for the user ID has passed to create a booking ID for house ID number 1. We can see the total price, pending payment, status, and booking date. You can see on the Stripe dashboard payments, 102 euros with the card that we used at the time that we paid for it. It has been successful, so that means it has passed. We can also look at balances, and this shows the amount of revenue that has been paid into the account. Furthermore, this third success criteria, users can search for booking history. We go to the booking history of Brian. We can see the booking for the house name, check-in date, checkout date, total price, and the booking ID they have. Furthermore, finally, for users can review for bookings they completed. If we go to reviews, here we have booking details. This will only be available after the booking has been completed. Total price, your stay has ended. We hope you enjoyed your time. Please consider leaving a review. And we can place a rating of whatever we think is really good. Since fantastic is nice, we put 5. Submit review. If we go to reviews onto the database, we can see that the review, the house was fantastic, has been added at this exact time, rating, and the user ID which placed it. Moving on to admins. Admins will be able to add, delete, and remove property listings. We can log out from here or from here. Now to out of session, we can place the admin information to log on to the admin. Here we have admins will be able to edit and delete, remove property listings. Here we have manage users, manage bookings, and manage houses. In all of these, one can edit. So Castellana L, for example, save. They can edit it back. Let's just do that. They can add a house, for example, Mallorca, daily price of 75. Images, we can say images Mallorca.jpg, and we can save. We can also delete this. Before, let's check if it's on the database. We can go to houses, see that Mallorca has been added onto the database. Now we can delete this, and we can see that it has been removed from the database. Moving on to criteria number 7 for admins. Admins will be able to manage bookings and view reports. Manage bookings, they can edit anything they want here, add bookings, delete bookings. They can also look at reports, so download bookings report. Here we have a report for bookings, bookings per month, number of bookings, bookings per house, total revenue. We also have for download users report, region code, number of users. Region code follows their phone number. New users in the last month, active users in the last month, total users. And then finally, we have the final report, download houses report, which is total houses, available houses, unavailable houses, breakdown by location, and the location which the houses are placed in. We also now we'll be moving on to the 8th success criteria for admins. Admin can check the payment status of users. Admins can check payment status of users by looking at the bookings, following the user ID, and checking if the status is confirmed or not. Admins can generate reports for tracking user behavior. We have already seen this. We also have information just on the dashboard which shows confirmed bookings, canceled bookings, number of users, houses with users, and average rating. Admins can log out like so, and that is the page. Looking ahead, there are several ways our program can be extended. For example, we plan to implement multi-language support and add a customer support chat system. This would allow customers to contact customer chat support if they have any queries. We do have an FAQ, frequently asked questions. However, this could be improved. Furthermore, we also want to add implement multi-language support. This would make it for this would be for users which don't understand English as well. Furthermore, my product is easy to extend because I have used modules and added my code in the product folder. One other implementation could be for searching houses, which can be done here at the top so that it can be filtered. Thank you for watching this overview of our web application. We're proud of what we've accomplished and excited for future possibilities.